Yo, what's good with it, Kinetic fam? This is your boy Kinetic, but you know you can call me Kenny. And today I'm gonna show you guys this D-tier 30-06. I got the high grain rounds. I'm trying something a little different on it, you know what I mean? So I got the high grain rounds, the shadow caster suppressor on it, because I want to try something different than what most people already make their build around. Also got the paracord grip on it. This begun, you know, this is the setup I'm going to go with for this video right here. I'm probably going to change it, and I'm going to use the Rifleman 200 stock, which, you know, you could change it over if you wanted to, like, try something different. You could try the demo nimble stock, but I pretty much, you know, I suggest trying the Rifleman 200 stock because it just seems a little better. But either way, whatever you want to do. But anyway, today's video is going to be another No One Listens to Kenny, episode 10. Pride Before the Fall. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is a lesson learned, believe you me. Hopefully this story I'm about to tell you guys to actually, you know, help y'all out, okay? Help y'all out. I know it definitely gave this situation, this experience of kind of how I got myself in trouble. Yeah, so let me just start it off, right? October the 8th, on a Tuesday, I had an interview. I had an interview like at 9:30 a.m. in the morning, you know. So I get up around, you know, 7:30, something like that, get ready for the interview, drive about 15-20 minutes away, go to the interview. Interview lasted from, like, I got there actually early, about 15 minutes early, but it lasted from around 9:30ish till about 11:30, right? So after I leave the interview, I'll go stop by friends, whatnot, chit chat with them for about 30 minutes or so. And then I head on over to this park that I frequent often. It's a beautiful park. It's out kind of away from the city. So it's kind of like out in the county area, in between towns or whatever. Very nice park. It has like a little cul-de-sac, I guess, suburban cul-de-sac on the opposite side of the park, like across the fence. People from over there oftentimes, you know, they come to like their own little gated area into the park or whatnot. But anyway, I often go there to chill. Like, it's a beautiful park. It has like a pond, has a water fountain in the middle of the pond. A very therapeutic place. It has like a walking trail, a very nature scenery type of view. You know what I'm saying? Very, 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 very beautiful. A lot of wildlife, you know, things like that. It has like a little workout area. It has like a double-sided pavilion with like 6 picnic tables on each side. Has a very clean bathroom, cold water fountains. Has picnic areas underneath pine trees or whatever in the yard of it. It's nice, okay? It's gated as well. Opens up at 6 a.m., closes at 9 p.m. But very nice, right? So I go to this park that, you know, I been going to forever. It's a nice place. Not many people know about it, you know what I mean? It's kind of out there. It's kind of out of the way, kind of. So anyway, I go to this park. I was only there for about maybe 5 to 7 minutes, right? Tops, around 12 o'clock p.m. at this time. And the police comes through. Now, I don't think much about the police when I see the police, because I don't do no illegal activities. I have to worry about the police whenever the police pops up, right? Like, you know, just one of those people that I try not to do nothing illegal. I try not to break any laws. I don't hang out with criminals. I don't hang out, you know, I don't do drugs or alcohol or hang out with drug addicts or alcoholics anymore. I never done them, but I don't hang out with them people anymore. You know what I mean? The only drugs I used to do was smoke the devil lettuce. But I don't even do that anymore. I haven't done that in a long time. And I don't even drink alcohol anymore either. I haven't done that also in a very long time. So I don't hang out with people who do these things, and definitely don't hang out with people who do anything worse than those things, right? So I'm pretty much a law-abiding citizen, okay? Always, I was taught right, I was raised right, you know, my parents raised me right, the best they could. But anyway, to the story, the police comes around. I see the police, I don't think much about it, you know, police officer, whatever. Well, then the police, you know, circles back around. This time they come up, you know, stop behind my vehicle. I'm parked at the park, okay, chilling in my vehicle with my phone out. I was editing a video, matter of fact, for YouTube. So I was editing a video, not thinking much about it, and the police officer approached my window. He's like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? Like, yeah, sure, I guess. What's going on? He's like, you ain't better park here anymore. I'm like, what? Like, you can't park here now. You can't. I'm like, why not? He's like, well, you can't sleep in your vehicle. I'm not asleep, sir. Now, I have parked at that park before, away from people, in the second parking lot that's like closer to the office area with more cameras, right? And I also, you know, take a nap up there sometimes in my vehicle, right? Didn't think much about it. So I'm like, people come up here and nap in their vehicles. Some people actually nap like underneath the pavilion sometimes, right? After they're done exercising or whatever they're doing. I don't know. People do cookouts up there, parties, little birthday parties up there, whatever. Photography up there because it's a nice place. So I'm like, what do you mean I can't take a nap up here? I mean, first of all, I'm not even asleep, bro. I'm sitting here on my phone. So I'm like, I'm not even, what are you talking about? He's like, well, you can't sleep up here. You know, you can't sleep in your vehicle up here, It's against the Tennessee TCA or whatever. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not doing those things. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here on my phone. He's like, well, the mayor wants you gone. Now, the mayor has been getting calls from a few Karens of that community that stays on the other side of the park, like on the other end, on the other side of the fence or whatever. They used to call all the time, and a police officer at this time, I ran into him a couple of times, right? We had a couple of interactions. It's always been nice and friendly interactions, right? Always. And he's told me before, he's like, people keep calling on you for being up here, taking a nap in your vehicle, or just being up here in general. He says, and I told them to stop calling us because he's not doing anything illegal. Leave the man alone. He's not bothering anybody. Like, you know, yeah, I'm not bothering anybody. I'm minding my business. You know what I'm saying? If I decide to catch a nap, I catch a nap. You know, I walk the trail, I work out at the workout stations. You know, like, I utilize the park like everybody else is utilizing the park, basically. Like every other adult that's up here, right? So this time, though, he's like, well, the mayor now is calling him, telling him to make me go away, like to make me move. And I'm like, well, at this point, I'm getting a little upset. You know, I'm getting a little irritated. I said some things I shouldn't have said, okay? I felt like I was being targeted. I felt like I was being slighted. And the mayor basically was just tired of hearing people complain about my presence. So she decided to get the police officers to do her bidding. Which sounds kind of illegal if you ask me. It's a public park. It's not private. The mayor doesn't own it. You know, my tax-paying money is the reason why this park is operating. But anyway, neither here nor there. But anyway, he's trying to like make me, he's like, well, you know, once he established that I'm not sleeping up here, I'm not breaking any laws, then it changed to, well, you just got to go because the mayor wants you gone. I'm like, well, that's not good enough. And if the mayor wants me gone, tell the mayor to come down here, beep, 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 and tell her she, trespass me that way. Like, give me the papers, I'll sign the papers, give you my ID, whatever needs to be done. I'll be on my way. This is stupid. But I had my mouth got me in trouble. To be honest with you, my mouth got me in trouble. That's one thing I've always tried to keep a hold on because I know me. But I let it get away a little bit too quick. You know what I mean? I was upset. I was highly upset. I felt slighted, and I felt like I was being targeted and picked on, and the mayor just didn't really, she just wanted to just make the problem go away, and since I was the common denominator, they make me go away, right? But he's a police officer. So he called for backup. The officer comes up there and is like, well, you got to go because the mayor said so. I'm like, it's not good enough. He's like, well, if you don't go, you know, you got to. I'm like, well, I'll leave when I'm done charging my phone, whatever. You know, people use the Wi-Fi out there and everything. He's like, well, I'll tell you what, place me under arrest. Yes, your boy was arrested, okay? I was arrested. All right, arrested. Now I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. So they arrested me, towed my vehicle, right, which was very devastating. Shout out to my homeboy Nick, by the way, for, you know, helping me out in that situation. Shout out to my homeboy Cody also for being there as well. Shout out to J-Dub as well. Like, I had a couple of friends, few friends, man, that actually stayed in contact with me after this whole ordeal. But anyway, I'm in jail, okay? I stayed in jail for almost 72 hours before I even got a court date or a bond, okay? And finally I got a bond on like the third or fourth day, or about the third day. It was like set at $1,000. So I had come in like $100 some odd, whatever, get bonded out. My father bonded me out. Thank you, Pops. I really appreciate it. I owe him back. But anyway, in jail I had some time to reflect. And I reflected, Kenny, if only you kept your mouth shut and just did what you were told, you wouldn't be in a situation. And I don't belong in jail, okay? I'm not a jailbird, all right? I don't belong in jail. I don't have a criminal record. I don't belong here, okay? I don't hang out with criminals. There are some real crazy people in there, okay? Do not go to jail, okay? I don't care what you got to do. Don't go to jail, and don't go to jail for nobody unless it's somebody that's a family member, and, you know, it got to be something very, very worth it, okay? No dumb stuff like my situation. Stupid. No stupid stuff, all right? And I know people are like, man, the cops can't do that, da-da-da-da-da. Now, all cops aren't bad. I don't think all cops are bad. The cop that I actually had interaction with, the first cop, yo, I apologize for the way I acted, man. I hope you hear this video. You probably never see it. You probably never know it exists. Probably don't, you know that I do YouTube. But if you ever come across this, I don't even know your name. Forgot your name. I apologize, man. I was a jerk. Okay, you were just doing your job. I was being a jerk. That officer was actually a nice cop. Like, he actually has looked out for me before. That day I wasn't hearing nothing he had to say, though. That day I didn't give a crap about what he had to say or why he was up there. Like, I was being, you know, I felt slighted. I felt picked on. But nonetheless, you know, I go through the process, whatever. I'm in there, you know, dealing with people of all types of personalities, 15, 16, 17 people in one pod, only about 4 or 5 bunks, you know what I mean? So I slept on a cold, hard, concrete, cold cell, okay, with just a blanket, and it's not fun, you know what I mean? Sleeping on a concrete floor, cold floor, not fun. You know, you got gang sign graffitis all over the wall, you got black mold on the ceiling and on the walls, you got a shower with 2 toilets, but at least we had enough decency in there to where they put a blanket over the shower entrance, only one person in the bathroom at a time. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to, what is it, C106? Shout out to y'all. Y'all some real ones. But anyway, I don't want to go back to jail, okay? Don't go to jail, guys. Don't go to jail. Anyway, court date finally came up not too long ago, the past week or whatever. It's earlier this week, and the judge looked at the case. I pleaded guilty because I was trespassing, you know what I mean? Once they tell you to go and you don't leave immediately, technically you're trespassing, right? I understood the loophole of the law, so I'm like, yeah, I'm just guilty. So I told the judge, you know, I plead guilty. And the judge looked over my case, asked me what happened. I told him what happened, and he was like, he shook his head, you know, he's like, what the heck, you know what I'm saying? Like he got other stuff to do, you know what I mean? He was like, you know, if you had just listened, we wouldn't be here. I'm like, you're right. We kind of laughed at it. Shout out to that judge. We kind of laughed at it. You know, you're right. I wouldn't be here. He like, it was at 12:30 in the afternoon when they arrested you, though. Wasn't the park open? I'm like, yes, sir, it was. He was like, what the heck? So the judge is like, you know what? I'm going to dismiss all of this. You know, you don't have a court fee. Your time you spent in jail a few days, you know, time served, you know, you don't have to worry about that. I'm dismissing the whole thing. So thank God the judge decided to dismiss the case. So I don't have a criminal record still. Guys, don't let your mouth get you in trouble like mine. Your pride sometimes will be your fall, okay? I ran my mouth too hard. Pride became my fall. Like, I felt slighted. Just because you are right, and just because you might be right in that situation, in that instance, doesn't always mean peace, okay? Being right doesn't equal peace, and sometimes being right will put you in the wrong place, because that's what it did to me, thinking that I was right, all right? Yo, let this be a lesson learned. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.